Welcome to Beloved Alchemy YouTube channel. My name is Deborah.
And I'm Angela, and today we're here to talk about gratitude and how we feel that it is very much needed in this day and age, more so than before, because I think now really we have less gratitude than we had a few years ago. I think a lot of it is down to the consumer culture that we're in, this throwaway culture. Everyone's just striving for the next new fad, next new thing. Mobile phones being a big one. We do just tend to want the next big thing and chuck away the old one, even though there's nothing wrong with it. But a few years ago, it would be a bit of a different story. You know, you'd save up to buy your thing, and you would be really grateful that you've got it, because the idea of buying another one as soon as the next new model comes out, that it just wouldn't happen. You would just be grateful that you've got the one you've got. And I think it's really sad that we just don't think like that anymore. And I think what we're trying to say is it's actually really important to be grateful for what you have, because ultimately the more gratitude that you actually have, that kind of spirals and snowballs, and you end up being more and more and more grateful.
And the more grateful you are, the more good things you bring into your life,
and the happier you become. And I think this is the point we're making.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a guy who really, really hated his job.
He did.
Yeah. He had it really good actually, though. He didn't work weekends. You know, he had the weekends off to see his little daughter. And in his line of work, you know, you would never get weekends off. You know, they were being really good to him like that. But he hated his job for whatever reason, and he was basically going for all his interviews and finding a new job, and he was accepted. You know, he got, you know, he was offered these new jobs, but all of them, they wouldn't let him have weekends off, right? And he realised he had to make a choice. It was either going to be, do I see my daughter, or do I get a new job? Ultimately, his daughter won, and he stayed in his current job. And the weird thing was, this is where the whole grateful thing comes into it. He actually began to be really grateful for the job that he had. Firstly, because he could still see his daughter at the weekend, and that was the most precious thing to him in the world. But he also began to be more grateful and enjoy his job again.
And that's because he changed his focus, didn't he? He changed his focus from, I hate this job, into, I'm really grateful for this job now, because I realise other jobs don't give me the good thing that this one does, i.e. weekends with my daughter. So he changed it around, and he saw the beauty in it, the good in it. He found the gratitude, didn't he?
Exactly. And you know, if you're grateful for one thing, you somehow automatically find other things to be grateful for.
Yeah, it's a knock-on effect. It starts to roll on, doesn't it? It starts to snowball. So that once you start to be grateful for something, well, you start to see a little bit more that you're grateful for. Yeah, life starts to get a bit better.
A bit better, doesn't it? Yeah. And it brings on a more happier outlook, even if you really are in the depth of poverty, right? You see all these Buddhist monks who they give up all the worldly goods, because it's not just about buying things, you know. You see these Buddhist monks have absolutely nothing, but they've found inner peace and inner happiness. They've got everything that they need, but absolutely nothing outwardly, you know. And if they can find happiness just being grateful for the life that they have, then I think we need to have a bit of that. We need to adopt a little bit of that.
Makes you realise that stuff, cars and houses and new clothes and holidays, they're nice add-ons, but they're not the thing that makes you happy.
Exactly. So this whole consumer culture, I think, is designed to make us not be grateful to the things that we have.
Oh, it's designed to make you always in search for the next thing.
Yeah.
So let's just try and be a little bit more grateful for what we do have. Find the good things within what we do have.
Because like we say, if you are grateful for even just the littlest thing, you know, you wake up on a morning and you might just think, it's not raining today, I'm grateful for that. I know it sounds daft, doesn't it? But a little thing like that can snowball into something else and something else and something else. And then by 10 o'clock, you've thought of 5 things that you're grateful for, and actually having a really good day now.
And
you've got a
big
smile
on your face.
Yeah.
And you're helping other people to be a little bit more joyful.
Now we've actually found a real simple way to try and get people to be more grateful for just everyday things. And it's actually taken from a Louise Hay thing that she did about gratitude rocks or pebbles. It was a guy, wasn't it, who decided just to pick up a pebble and he put it in his pocket, and every time he went in his pocket and took this pebble out, say on a night time when he went to bed, he would think of something to be grateful for.
It was a reminder, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
used as a reminder to go back to something that's worthy of a good thought.
And every morning when he picked up the pebble back in his pocket, he thought of something to be grateful for. And after a while, he did realise that even though he didn't have much, he lived in a little shanty town, I think, didn't he? He was very, very poor. But he had a wonderful, rich life because of the effects of this rock, basically. And we were thinking about doing something very similar to help you all get into the mindset of being grateful.
Yeah. Well, what about getting a little post-it note? Because you do that, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a little post-it note on my my mobile phone case. So every time I open my mobile, it's there. Think of something to be grateful for.
Do you write anything on that you're actually grateful for? Does it actually say anything?
I don't actually, but I could do.
Oh, so it's just like a blank post-it note that you put on, and that's your reminder, like a pebble in the pocket.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So people could you could do that yourself. Get a post-it note as a reminder every time you pick up your mobile phone. Post-it notes there, and that's your reminder. What can I be grateful for today? Or you could even write something on, couldn't you? Something good that's happened that would remind you. Yeah, I remember that happening yesterday. I remember that good thing when somebody said to me, "You're looking good today. I like what you're wearing. You look really good." Wow, that makes me feel good. Grateful to that person. Thank you. I could write that down. And you know, when you look at that, it makes you walk around your office or wherever you work with a bit of a smile on your face. And not only do you feel a bit better, but you affect other people with that happiness. Gratitude's a great thing. It's an emotion that we all need, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, I know I did the tarot reading the other day, and the 5 of Cups came up.
Oh, it did. 5 of Cups. Now that reminds me of it's the. Have you got the tarot card? Have you got that one? It's the tarot card of there's a guy on it, and he's wearing black, and he's looking really dishevelled, and is in. That's the one? Yeah. He's just really in despair, and he's looking at these 3 cups in front of him. These 3 cups have fallen over, and anything good that was in there, and anything good in his life, it all fallen out. It's all spilt away, and he's really in this despair of going, oh, focusing on these 3 empty cups. But if he just turned around, he'd see that there's 2 more cups behind him, and they're full of all the joys and happinesses and the good emotions, all the good stuff in his life. 2 still full, and yet all he can do is look at the stuff that's happened to him right there in front. So just a little bit of a change of perspective in his life, change of perspective in your life. Instead of focusing on the stuff that's happening that you don't want, or the stuff in your life that, you know, these throwaway items, and you're thinking, I really got to have the latest mobile phone, or I need to change that chest of drawers, and so on. So focusing on the negative part, focus on what you do have. Focus on the stuff that is okay and is going well. And I think you'll find that you have a dramatic change around in your life. It starts to make you feel a little bit better. But instead of spiralling down into negativity and despair,
You can spiral the other way.
spiral upwards and have a joyful, exciting, exuberant day. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
So what we'd like to see you do is to get some little yellow post-it notes.
Yeah, just a little post-it note. Like I said, I put mine on my mobile phone case. I think you get everyone goes into the mobile phone at least once or twice a day, don't they? And yeah, I've just written on gratitude. And you just think of something, whether it might sound silly, you don't have to tell anybody, do you?
Nobody needs to know it's for you. It's just your little reminder.
I mean, you could even just say, I am so grateful that I have a job, or I am so grateful that the sun's shining today. And even if you feel like you really have got nothing to be grateful for, well, just remember you've got air in your lungs. You are alive today. You are great. You can be grateful for that.
And also, there's that old saying, "Fake it till you make it." So you could just say, "I'm happy for the air in my lungs," and just keep saying that until eventually you will say, "I am happy for the air in my lungs." Simple as that.
And that'll snowball into you'll find something else to be grateful for. I don't know how it happens, it just does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does snowball. It does make you happier. It gets all the, whatever they are, endorphins or whatever going. You do feel better. It is worth a try. Just give it a whirl.
Just give it a try.
Let it happen in your life. Don't let this go and not do it. Just give it a whirl. Decide that you're going to be grateful for something today. Get that emotion going. Really feel it. I am happier because I'm feeling more grateful for the stuff that's around me. Stop focusing on the negative. It's like this guy here. Stop focusing on the negative. Be happier. Let the happiness in. Be grateful. So if you want to have a go at doing that yourself, perhaps you might leave us a comment and let us know how you're going on, because that makes us really happy. It follows on. It helps us to be happy, it helps you to be happy, and it helps other people, because we can all see that this thing, it does work. So come on, be grateful. Just add a little bit into your life.
That's brilliant. Yeah, if you like what we heard today, just please subscribe to the channel and please leave the comments. We'll put on what we're grateful for today.
Yeah.
And you tell us the same. So yeah, thank you for watching today.
Till next time.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.